Spacing between rows?
Not a lot, probably. Right?
Yeah.
You're doing a great job. We're farmers now. We're horseradish farmers. I am horseradish farmer. I am horseradish. I am horse. I am an artist.
I think you're a radish.
A radish? Thank you. Never heard that, but I get it. Should I get some compost for you?
Sure.
Compost. So there's a really nice guy who collects coffee from all the coffee shops here in town, and he's got a whole backyard farm going, and he has great composting set up down. So he turns all of this coffee from all these different shops into powerful compost. And he's like, take some of this tasty stuff, inoculate your soil with it. You just get it all vibing, and it'll be strong because soil is alive. Soil is alive. Oh, that's a worm. Soil. Coffee. Coffee. I wonder if I put this through the espresso machine, if I'll get a nice Kappa Frappa latte. The horseradish will love this. The horseradish will love this. The horseradish will love this. The horseradish will love this.
Plant some food for a feast. Take care of the earth, it will release. Grab a hand and hold it tight. Share your love and bring the light. Make some friends, old and young. May God let your soul shine love. Connect within, connect without. Let it shine so we know what love's all about. We can heal America if we try. If we all come together, turn the darkness into light. We can heal America if we try. We will place our fear together, so we're darkest before the light.
You know what goes really great with roast beef?
I love roast beef. What goes great with roast beef, Mikey?
Mustard.
What was it?
Mustard.
Yeah, mustard.
Yeah, mustard.
I love mustard
Yeah.
also.
Okay, so we're gonna make our own mustard. You ready?
Let's make some mustard.
Mustard, yeah.
Yeah.
So, you're gonna take,
I got some mustard right here. I just put it in a squirt bottle, and then
do you have the yellow and the brown?
yellow and brown mustard seeds.
Yeah.
Whole.
Yeah, perfect. So, you're gonna take, about 1 tablespoon of the yellow, and put it in the jar.
Tablespoon. All right, let's
Bring
see
the
here.
jar behind you.
Okay, let's see. That's probably a tablespoon, maybe. I don't know.
There's a measuring spoon in the jar behind you.
I'm still getting used to where anything is around here. The drawer.
Okay, anyway.
The drawer? The what? The drawer? Okay.
Okay, so, and then about 3 tablespoons of the brown.
Okay. 3 to 1. Brown and yellow. Pesach, making holy things for Pesach. Some people don't eat mustard on Passover because it's seeds.
No, because it's, it's not like you. I don't know why, but yeah, it's true.
Mustard. Okay.
Okay, and now about a teaspoon of salt.
You sure this is going to be enough mustard, Mikey? That roast is the size of you. You know that, right? Is this going to be... This doesn't seem like very enough mustard.
I guess you could double it.
Alright, we'll double it.
Okay, another tablespoon of yellow.
Another tablespoon of sorts, maybe that. I'm really looking here at the yellow to brown, and as an artist I have the ability to just make judgments on beauty, and my decision to mix here is because I see the world more beautiful when yellow, brown, mustard seeds all come together and in their own kind of blend.
Yeah, but you don't want to have too much yellow because then it'll be too spicy.
Okay, alright, there we go.
Trust me on this one.
Alright, I trust you, Mikey.
Good.
Mikey, you seem like you know your mustard. Okay.
Okay, now some salt.
Some salt. Just a couple spoonfuls of salt.
Yeah.
Passover. Okay.
Okay, and now you're gonna cover that with apple cider vinegar and a little drop of maple syrup.
Syrup. Is that good, Mikey? Is that good? We'll go with a little extra sweetness. Alright.
And we're using apple cider vinegar for 2 reasons. 1, distilled white vinegar is not a food. It's for cleaning. And 2,
That's a good point.
it's made from grains. And we don't eat grains on Passover.
Alright, apples. I love apples.
Yeah, so just cover the seeds. That's probably good. And now put a lid on it, and you're gonna leave it overnight.
Alright, well, I'll cap it. Here we go.
Nice job, Brian.
Thanks, Mikey. I look forward to eating some
Hot dogs
hot dogs.
with mustard.
Yeah, great.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Here we have a chuck roast, and I'm going to be cooking this tomorrow. This chuck roast came from our farmer friend, David, who does a really beautiful job raising cows, and they only eat grass, and they live on a really big sunny farm in, I guess, central Colorado. And Yeah, so I'm going to be cooking this tomorrow, and I have salted the meat on both sides with my handy dandy BGOLD glass salt jar. But it should be way more salt than this. This is just for show. And I'm going to keep it in the fridge overnight salted, and that's gonna help tenderize it and make it much more delicious. And the reason that I've done that is that this is not a kosher piece of meat. So even though this animal lived a really great life, it wasn't like ritually slaughtered kosher. And then the other thing that happens with kosher slaughter is that after the slaughter, it's salted right away. So whenever you get kosher meat, it's pre-salted, so you don't have to do the salting step. But if you have non-kosher meat, it's a really good idea to salt it beforehand so that it really like tenderizes and absorbs flavor better. Alright, into the fridge. Oh, convenient. So I'm gonna put this on the bottom of the fridge. It's a food safety thing, so that in case it leaks and gets raw meat juices all over things, it's not going to get on anything else in the fridge. Here we have a mushroom log, which Brian traded at the farmer's market for scones and challah bread. But it's basically like they're these farmers who they inoculate these logs with mushroom spores, and then you like get them really wet and shake it up, and then eventually they sprout mushrooms. So I'm gonna harvest these, and then we're gonna enjoy them. Mushrooms!
So Passover's coming, and we decided to have a Seder. So let's lay some floor. We're gonna, they built the pyramids. Okay, we could lay a little floor for a big little Seder. It's important to do it with intention then, because it's for Passover. So I was working in Jerusalem as a matzah flour grinder. I was like going like this, grinding like the most kosher flour for Passover. And there was a piece of paper in front of me, and it said, L'Shem Pesach Kodesh, in the name and holiness of Passover. So I was there, 5 shekels a bucket. I was like grinding L'Shem Pesach Kodesh, just full body, kind of dancing like this, which is a lot like laying floor. It's dancing. This is like, Zumba meets Pilates meets flooring. So here we go.
Cool the fire, heat the water,
some problems here. Getting all the lines to line up, you know, crossing the T's, dot the I's is a challenge. So this wood is all labeled 3, which I assume means thirds. Because there's like the firsts, they go out to the mansions uptown. The seconds, they go to like, you know, the fancy restaurants. And the thirds, scrappy people like us get the thirds. We look at the wood and we see the tree. We look at the wood and we see the tree. And within a tree is life. Where does the tree want to be? If I were to be a tree, what would I be?
Freedom to follow. Freedom to follow. Freedom to follow.
That's gonna go down here.
As you may recall, we are making mustard, and these are the seeds that sat overnight in apple cider vinegar and salt and a little bit of maple syrup. So I'm going to use my trusty immersion blender, also known as the zhuzher, because it goes zhuzh, to zhuzh these. Hopefully this bowl, you know, I don't know if this is a good bowl. Let's try. The geometry of this situation isn't really great. I really need like a narrower, taller thing. Alright, let's see if this does it. I'm gonna call this a fail.
We've been working on the floor, setting a foundation for this home. We got the stage set, we got the dance floor halfway done, and I just want to take a step to come back and really take a full-on, holistic permaculture view of this home project here, because we're in a big world. Yes, I'm making a little home, but it's not me in the band and dancing, you know, there's the band. So after laying down the floor, we have a bunch of these. Oh, first things first, let me get some gloves. Before I touch anything, I always get gloves. Safety first. You know, so we were using our gloves to cut all this wood floor, and these are like the edges right here, the edges. So yes, this is a bunch of different material that we scored, but the thing to notice are the birds that I'm hoping to host right here. This is a brand new nest while we were laying the floor. This is a day or two's work, a day or two. So what I'm going to do is, because the birds, you know, I'm trying to make a home here, a party place, a party palace for all. You know, the birds are welcome. Their song is encouraged. So I'm going to take these chunks of wood that is left over, oak, and I'm going to re-elevate it back to a home for the birds. And that's kind of what I did here. Just put a piece of wood there, and then the birds feel welcome. So again, back to safety. Safety first. So, you know, mask, as always, and especially now. Somebody else's. I'm going to sit up there. You can notice how I placed this ladder here next to the mushroom log so as not to crush the mushrooms, which are a miracle and a beautiful thing at every moment when they do sprout. Lemon balm, it's good luck to climb above lemon balm. Birds, 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 making a home for the birds. A new home for the birds. This is a very powerful tool here. Safety first, safety equipment.
So I just set the oven to 275, and first thing I'm going to do is pull out my lovely enameled cast iron pan here. So I'm going to start by heating up the pan. So I'm going to let that heat up for a little bit, and then we'll come back to it. In the meantime, I'll show you the things that I have prepared. I have a sliced onion, 5 cloves of garlic that I halved, 3 ribs of celery, and I think I'm also going to use a jar of tomatoes that we put up from the summer. I'm just going to sear this meat before it goes in the oven. So if the pan was hot enough, that would have made a nice tss kind of sound, but it wasn't. So it didn't, but it's okay. So I'm going to let this go until I want it to be pretty brown on the bottom. That's actually pretty good right there. Just a little brown. Give it a flip. It definitely could be more brown, but this is fine. good enough. And now I'm gonna throw in my vegetables. I'm not putting in a crazy amount of salt because I put a lot of salt on the meat yesterday. I'm just gonna kind of get the meat to like rest on a bed. And veggies. Just gonna pour my tomatoes over the whole thing. That's going to be all the cooking liquid I'm going to use. I'm just going to mix it in a little bit. And I will turn off the stove and say, have fun, roast. See you in 5 hours.
We can heal America if we try. We'll come together, we'll turn the darkness into light. We can heal America if we try. We will place our fear together. It's always darkest before the light. Lend a hand if someone needs. Sit around, string some beautiful beats. Food heals, food connects. Water of love, water of life. We can heal America if we try. If we all will come together, we'll turn the darkness into light. We can heal America if we try. We will face something together. It's always darkest before.
Maybe I'll put in liquid. Let's see if this does anything. Okay, somewhat promising. So it's kind of liquidy now, but it thickens as it sets. So I'm gonna give it like 5 minutes, and then I'm just gonna adjust for taste with. I probably won't need more water because I just put a bunch in, but if I need more maple or more vinegar or more salt. And then we'll have mustard.
We are not sponsored by DeWalt, Hacksaw, Jigsaw, or any hardware company for that matter. But if you are a plaster company with some extra spatulas, we'd be happy to take what?
Or some extra plaster.
Plaster, I got ideas. The plaster's on its way. Spatulas for the kitchen. The kitchen's done. The walls are a long ways off. If there's any hardware company, the plaster company.